Welcome to STEAM class. This week, I'm giving you extra time to catch up on your animal claim and kit invention work. So there are no new assignments this week. I'm giving students a chance to catch up on our last two assignments. The January 7th assignment was Winter Nature Walk and Animal Observations. On the 14th, we had the Kit Invention Challenge. Both of these assignments are due by noon on January 22nd because that is the end of the semester. The January 7th assignment was to write a claim and evidence about an animal you observed in your yard and draw a label diagram. Here you can see a template that is included in the slideshow on the Schoology course that walks you through it. First, you write your claim about what animal can survive in the cold winter. Then you write an evidence sentence stating what the animal was doing when you watched it outside to find either food, water, or shelter. And finally, you draw a labeled diagram of the animal you observed outside in your yard or neighborhood, and be sure to show what it was doing. Here is an example from a student to help you out. This student observed two squirrels. The squirrel down here was digging up a nut, and the squirrel up here was going into a hole in the tree that they use for shelter with a nest inside. You can notice that they have labels to show what each part of the diagram is illustrating. On the right is their claim and evidence. Her claim is a squirrel can survive the cold Michigan winter. Then she writes her evidence sentences. The squirrel lived in a hole in a tree. It sleeps on leaves and sticks and eats nuts and pine cones too. In your sentences, feel free to include science words such as shelter, food, or water. Now, the second challenge that I'm giving you time to finish is the Invention Challenge. Within this challenge, you had a choice. You could either come up with your own invention or do a bear bed invention. So here's the choice one. Design a comfortable bed for the bear because his problem is that the bear bed is uncomfortable and the floor is cold. The ground is cold. So you need to imagine what would make a comfortable bed for a mother bear and her cubs. What materials would you use to make the bed? And what parts or features would the bear bed have? Then plan by drawing and labeling your bed idea, listing the 3 features you included in your bed. Here's a student example that took the template that I have in the slideshow and copied it to help them. You can do this or you can write it on your own paper. So they wrote down the inside is filled with lots of feathers, the outside is covered in animal fur like a rabbit's, and it has raised sides to block out the wind. And then you can see on the right, they did a very detailed, accurate, big, and colorful diagram with labels. So our ABCD diagram. Now, what if you don't want to do the bear bed invention? Then you're going to think of a problem on your own and come up with an invention to solve that problem. You'll write your solution and 3 features, and then you'll draw another ABCD diagram with detailed labels. Let's check out an example. So here, Yusuf noticed the problem that cars are going too fast and getting into accidents. His solution, that he can design signs and a device to slow down the cars when they go over the speed limit. 3 features of his design. 1, he'll make signs to get cars to slow down. 2, he'll find a way to create a sensor to detect when cars are speeding. And 3, create a device to slow down the car if it starts speeding. So in his plan, he came up with labeled diagrams for the signs. He's going to make signs to get the cars to slow down. Here you see the sign handle and the pictures he'll be putting on his sign. Here are a few more student examples. Let's move this so you can see the label diagram. Okay, there we go. So this student wanted to be able to make their voice louder so people could hear him from farther away. So he used 3 cups to microphone, and in his diagram, you can see all the details of the materials he used. And you can see he actually even made a prototype. Now, the challenge did not ask you to make a prototype, but if you have time to do it, that's great. Okay, let's go to the next page. This student was lazy and he wanted to get a drink from across the room. So he thought a giant drinking straw would just be perfect. So on the left, you can see his labeled diagram for his plan. And on the right, you can see that he also created his invention. He created a prototype to try it out. This student did a labeled diagram to solve the problem of students who don't have enough money to buy toys, so she found a way to create your own expensive toy car. So here's her diagram or plan on how to create the car, and you can see that she did that at home. And our last one shows actually the prototype, and they would need to go back and do their plan and tell us the 3 features. But they did a good job creating a prototype of an underwater breathing device. So many creative ideas for solving problems. Now, once you finish your animal claim and your invention, you're going to want to send me your photo or video in the Schoology assignment page. So you'll see below this video, there is a green button that says post right below where it says write a comment. Feel free to type me a message and then click on post. When you click on post, it gives you 2 choices at the bottom, actually 4, but we're only going to focus on 2. The first one that's circled is where you can click on the photo icon and you can upload photographs of your diagrams and your student work. The microphone one is something that you're familiar with. It's where you can record. This one's a little simpler than the Schoology assessment. So all you have to do is click on the microphone. Be sure to select audio and video, and then show me your work. When you're done, you're going to click send. So it's the same thing where you start and stop the recording, and then when you finish, you're going to click send to send me either the photos or the video of your work. I'm very excited to see your animal claims, and I hope this week, giving you extra time this week, lets you finish the assignments. I'm looking forward to seeing all your great work and then seeing you next week for the beginning of a new exciting semester. Have a great day. And see if I can get the stop button. Oh, the stop button doesn't want me to press it. Let's try again.